I think that the only thing I was working on that was good was the intonation, but that was because I was only focusing on that. Because I thought that if I spent more time that I would get better faster, but then I learned like it really just requires 5 minutes. So I changed that. Well, before Violin Virtuoso, I think that um, I was spending too much time doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then I wasn't also really, I don't know, I didn't have as much structure to my practice. I just wanted to sound better overall. And I kind of wanted to also like figure out how I could change my practice because I know that you have definitely completely changed my practice. Um, 100 by like 180 degrees because before that I would just play the song over and over again. And even sometimes I would just decide to do one line, but I still would just play it and I didn't really focus on the technique. Whereas now I can actually focus on technique, and that is very different and it helps a lot. I think I had pretty good intonation, but then I was also like off and on with practice, so I would lose it. Like, I think, yeah, before Violin Virtuoso, I spent time on jabs and stabs, and I think I got pretty good at doing that, but that's the only thing that I did. And then I completely dropped that and I started working on intonation. And then I kind of lost the jabs and stabs because I thought that if I just focused on one thing, that I would be able to get the technique down better, and that was more important than just like doing a little bit of each different technique, if that makes sense. I think it has allowed me to focus on more techniques that I thought that I was never able to like gonna get within like even like a year. I thought that it would take me like 3 or 4 years to get to like vibrato, right? Or the shifts, like I didn't even really know what that meant because I thought that was like way off of my reach. Like I thought that was something that I wouldn't get to see until I could play a lot better, I guess. So that definitely, yeah, it changed the way that I see that now, and I'm like, oh, I could actually practice things that seem more difficult or more advanced even though I'm not that far ahead in violin. Oh, because I had a really good experience with how you taught through the app and then through your videos. So, and I really like the way that you say things and the way that you explain them and like the way you describe how it should feel, so then I can kind of like imitate that same sensation and eventually get it. So I would say structuring my practice and like realizing, like I've already said, that I can do things that are a lot more advanced than I thought, even though I'm just a beginner violinist. Oh, I'm highly like, I think that anybody who wants to play the violin well should sign up for your course. 100%, yes. I would say because it's going to transform their playing. It really is. It's going to help them figure out like how to structure their practice, and then what sorts of things to look for when you're practicing a technique, and the sensation that you have to have, I guess, like, or feel when you're doing the technique, and sort of like what to focus on based on, like, you can also like rewatch the videos because they're all or the classes because they're all recorded, and then you can go back and see, oh, he was talking about this and I was doing this wrong, and then you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I doing that again? So